Hello, I'm Luigi, and this is my mustache. You probably might have heard of me. I was in a lot of popular games by my very attention-whoring brother. Simply put, I made this YouTube channel to review video games. And I'm Luigi, and I'm an interesting guy. I never wrote a script for this episode. So what do you say that we start off this entire channel with something that everybody seems to enjoy? And naturally, we're going to start with a Nintendo game. One that has specifically been in the hearts and the minds of every gamer. A game that everybody remembers and loves. He's had a bit of a mean streak, but we could probably ignore that for this one time. Today, I am going to review a great game. Hopefully. Star Fox Assault. Star Fox, a game series that has both its ups and its obvious downs. A bit of a backstory before we begin.
Star Fox Adventures. This game was released back in 2002 on the Nintendo GameCube by a company named Rareware. Rareware back in the day had made previous classics such as Banjo-Kazooie and the ever-popular GoldenEye 007. Despite the commercial success of Star Fox Adventures, it was obvious to everybody that this was a far cry from Star Fox 64, and a lot of fans hated it for that. The Star Fox series was not heard from again, until Nintendo announced in 2004 that Star Fox Assault was being made under production by the company Namco. This surprised a lot of players, because the previous games that Namco had made were arcade hits like Galaga and Pac-Man.
At the first, there were people who were like, nice. Yeah, I can see that working. And then there were the people who were like, the prophets were true, we're all gonna die. Namco had said that they were going to bring back the space combat that made the series so popular in the first place. And then Namco made a huge announcement.
In addition to the space combat, Namco was going to put in 3 different types of combat into the game. There would be free flying in your R-Wing, there would be foot combat, but instead of using a staff, Fox would be wielding a blaster. And finally, the Landmaster would accompany you sometimes on the foot combat. Would the game hold up with 4 different types of a combat put into it? Only time could tell as the game was released.
I probably don't need to say this, but there will be spoilers throughout this entire video. If you're the kind of person who doesn't like spoilers, you might want to leave now. If you're not bothered by them, then continue watching. But I suppose that we cannot wait this out any longer. Let's start up the game and find out for ourselves, shall we? Oh, these are the most ancient Xbox controllers I've ever seen. What the... Oh, it's a cord. I haven't seen one of these in a while. Alright, this goes into the Wii. Yeah, there we go. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. It has to go on the top. Yeah, there we go. That's better. I don't like that smile he has on his face. It's like a rape face. This back is full of detail for some reason. I think there's a lot of text for a little thing like this. Wait, what's this last one? Wage a war in 4-player split-screen battles with furious vehicle and head-to-head combat. It is nothing like a Call of Duty. There it goes. There we go. Look at it. It's beautiful. Just have to put it in. There we go. Oh, Luigi, you are so stupid. This guy doesn't go there. There. No. Stay. That's better. It's gonna be loading, right? Yep, it's a loading. Red means go.
So I'm gonna admit, it's kinda cool that they're putting all of that detail into the opening cutscene, to get you enticed into the game. I mean, look at these bios. We got Fox, who is the leader of the team. We have a Falco, who is the best pilot without a doubt on the team. And then we have a Crystal, who's Oh, no, wait, go back for a minute. What was a Crystal's role in Star Fox? She's the telepath. of the group. In a world with space combat and dogfights and high-tech communication, they gave her the ability of telepathy. I mean, this is still the opening a cutscene. I haven't even started the game, and you could tell they didn't want her to be useful in the slightest. And that's not even the best part. Look, Slippy has some sort of usefulness that's better than telepathy. You know, it's really weird when the most infamously annoying character has something that's more useful than the character you introduced the last game, don't you think? Bronze, silver, and gold, huh? Really, Namco? We're setting the difficulties for easy, medium, and hard way too difficult for you? Were you trying to one-up somebody? You know what? It's not that big of a deal. They have their reasonings. Let's just play the game. So a quick rundown. It has approximately been 1 year since Star Fox Adventures, and the Cornelian fleet is dealing with the remainder of Andross's army. To make matters shorter, the Cornelian fleet decides to go right through the center of the army and destroys them, before the enemy counterattacks them. And to make sure to take note that the counterattack does not do a damn thing. And then all of a sudden, as Mr. Terrible voice actor tells us,
Great Fox? Command! This is Star Fox team!
Team Star Fox, ready for duty.
Leave these losers to the pros! We'll beat them in no time!
So once again, General Pepper's gravelly voice congratulates Star Fox for making it on time to save everybody again. And they talk about how they're going to deal with Andross's remaining army. But wait, Andross is dead. I wonder who's in charge of the army.
The leader of this rebellion is none other than Oikane.
No, that's okay. Let's just start up the game and let's see how it is from there. It can't get any worse, right?
And then naturally everybody gets into their R-Wings in an over-the-top fashion, except for Slippy. But then they are finally launched into the fray, and the game truly begins.
All ships, avoid the Armada's fire. Aim for Oikane's flagship.
Now this is how Star Fox opens up.
Here we go!
Hey, Slippy, don't get cocky.
Slippy, you've already got bogeys on your tail!
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble! Thanks, Fox. I thought I was a goner.
You haven't changed a bit, cowboy.
Did anybody bother accounting? Did anybody account how long it took him to get himself into trouble?
Here we go!
Hey, Slippy, don't get cocky.
Slippy, you've already got bogeys on your tail!
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble!
11 seconds. Amazing.
And why is he still on the team again?
Simply put, the battle keeps going on, and then you fight to this thing.
Roll to deflect its attack.
We finally made it to Oinkane, yay! And then he runs away. And then there's a bit more shooting, you know, typical Star Fox stuff.
Huh? Look out! The enemy's waiting for us!
Crystal, we entered their base through their front door.
Whoa, get off me! Woo! Thanks, Fox!
Here we go! Hey, that's mine!
There were 3 of them crowding together and you couldn't hit one! Basically, the end of the level is Oikane turns into Andross, gets killed by an Apirids, fights an Apirids, shoots it in the pink weak spot, it dies, and then it grabs something from its brain without any care at all. Ladies and gentlemen, level 1 of Star Fox Assault.
Members of Star Fox, a grave danger looms. The Lilat system is in peril.
Oh, like we haven't heard that one before.
Hello again, everybody.
Dad? You're the research director? You never told me that.
Well, gee, didn't I?
So despite the parental problems between Slippy and his dad, we are introduced to the enemies of this game, the Apirids. The best part about this briefing is that they tell that the Apirids had attacked us 17 years before this incident, so they knew about them the entire time and didn't bother telling anybody about it. Pepper decides to take the awkwardness away from the situation and tells us about the next mission, about the distress beacon out in the Camina outpost. Fox then sets the plan that he would go in alone while everybody covers him from above in an R-wing.
It's too quiet.
That's usually a sign of things to come, isn't it? Maybe you should take Crystal up on the offer and have her accompany you. Oh, but too late! We are then introduced to the game's food combat, which is okay to say the least. In addition to using your blaster, there are a bunch of weapons lying around that accommodate for different situations. You can use the machine gun to mow down the entire rows of enemies.
Whew, there's no end to these things.
Gee, I wonder how you could have avoided that. You are then given a Landmaster early on in the mission, and may I say, it is a lot of fun.
Smash anyone and anything that gets in your way.
Fox, I've got enemies on my tail.
Oh, I don't know, maybe if you use your telepathy, they'll stop following you.
You then have to destroy all of these green things that spawn the more Apirids, called Hatchers. After you destroy the last one, you're introduced to the boss of the level. You then proceed to shoot him in the pink weak spot, fly up and shoot his pink weak spot, and then after a short fight, it finally dies.
You know, this is only the second boss in the game, and I'm starting to see a pattern here.
They go out to pick up the core memory, similar from the first Apirid they killed. But the Pigma was the SOS signal all along, and guess what he does? He takes it! Ladies and gentlemen, level 2 of Star Fox Assault. Pigma then runs to a gang hideout. We are then introduced to one of the funniest characters in this entire game. You might want to take a note on how good he is at over-exaggerating.
Don't you idiots know? This is part of Lord O'Donnell's territory. We don't know about no Pigma or any other fool. And now we know you're Star Fox, you ain't going nowhere. Come on, you lazy scum. Let's skin this fox and his whole crew. Get more guys up here. Come on.
You are then infiltrate the hideout in an attempt to stop them from overrunning you, in an interesting concept to the game. Wait a minute, what's going on down here? Wait a minute, is that the Slippy? Don't worry, Slippy, I'm coming to save you. Look at him. He's just so happy to be here. I just love it.
Now, this level is unique. You're not fighting the Apirids. They're trying to make the game a little more diverse.
Let them have it, boys. We've got to hold out until the boss gets back.
But the enemies still suck.
You fools. What are you idiots up to now?
So you destroy the last transfer gateway on this level and you get the boss. You get to fight the Star Wolf. You will then get into your R-Wing and fight him and his new team. And may I just say, the updated Star Wolf theme is fantastic.
Your life's as good as gone.
But as much of fun as this fight is, it is mind-numbingly easy. And that's basically the end of the level too. Blah blah blah, end of level 3, Pigma's going to Ficina, you know, all that.
This is such a great remix, I love it. I mean, without a doubt, if this whole level sucks, it doesn't matter because the music is the same.
So Fox fixes something, gets shot at by robots, Falco comes in and saves him.
Hey, just do me a favor and try not to fall off.
Hey, just worry about not getting shot down, okay?
Not a problem. Hey, Sure Shot, get out your blaster and take care of our admirers, will you?
Wait, what's going on here?
Here I come, Fox. Let's tear it up.
Oh my god. R-Wing riding, ladies and gentlemen.
The whole level was basically the same altogether as the previous ones. However, this is a good concept. I really do like this concept. Flying on an R-Wing. Breaks physics, but it's fun.
What? Is it bird season all of a sudden?
No, Falco. I'm doing this just to annoy you.
Oh no, a Pigma got away again. Repetitive, isn't it? So apparently this is the halfway mark of the game, and already I think it's gone on for way too long. I swear something interesting better happen in this level or I don't even know if I can continue.
Hey, was that?
It couldn't be, could it? Is that the wolfen?
Oh, I knew Nintendo wanted to kill them off, but was that really the only way to do it? No build up to it or anything?
So it was Wolf and his team that got destroyed?
I'm sensing faint brain patterns. The abandoned ship.
I just love the logic in that. The abandoned ship. In deep space.
Ah! Fox! I can't get away! Help, Fox!
Use your telepathy!
Phew, you saved me. Thanks, Fox.
Again, if you used your telepathy, I wouldn't need to save you.
So then you'll go through this base. And then all of a sudden you fight this thing again.
Slippy, behind you!
Yikes, what do I do? Now get off! Leave me alone! Thanks, Fox!
Let's head this way for danger, yay! So eventually you find the Pigma ship, but no Pigma. And then all of a sudden...
You know, after years of waiting and trying to catch a Pigma from killing his dad, there's only one way that they could have made this a better fight. And they did it. You get to blast a Pigma in the face.
About time you showed your face, Pigma.
Yeah, there you go. It's working.
So then General Pepper tells you about facing the Apiride Queen, and then all of a sudden...
Understood. We're on our way.
Fox. I'm sensing a distress call from planet Sauria.
Hold on a minute. You had the power to use telepathy whenever you wanted, but only now do you pick up a signal from anybody. Wait, where did you say it was from?
Sauria? From Tricky?
Oh, no.
I'm not sure, but I sense cries of agony.
Well, nope, you can't go back. Nope, General Pepper will need you. You can't go back. Oh.
So there you go. They go back to Sauria.
Things are starting to look familiar.
As much as I disliked Star Fox Adventures, I cannot but help but feel all the memories come back to me.
Enemy ship down!
Slippy, please go be slightly useless somewhere else, please.
Well, since Slippy ruined the moment, we can get back to the mission at hand, which is to take care of all the hatchers on Sauria. This level has a might gauge, similar to when you were fighting Wolf O'Donnell's crew, except that the Apirids in this level respawn twice as much as the pirates do, making you constantly go into your R-Wing to take them out. It should be noted that this is the first level where all three forms of combat are visible, allowing a great diverse amount of gameplay to be had. And now I'm gonna admit, some of the locations here on Sauria are fantastic to look at. They are clearly appealing to the eye. Oh wait, what was that? Oh no, that can't be good. Judging via the picture in the intro, that's what apiriditation looks like.
Well, let's go see how our telepathic friend is doing and go pay her a visit.
Okay, got them!
Huh, it sounds as if like she's doing pretty good. Let's go back her up.
Okay, got them! Got them!
Would you look at that? She's being useful.
So then we destroy the last hatcher, and Peppy tells us...
Sauria is saved. Looks like almost all the Apirids have been wiped out.
Sauria should be safe for a long time to come.
What the hell was that? No. No. I thought that you had died. No.
Fox!
Oh no!
Yep. They brought back Tricky. But then Fox and Tricky have a bit of a bonding moment, and it's actually kinda heartwarming.
But you're needed here, old pal. Besides, I'm leaving Sauria in your care. Remember, you're the leader here now, Tricky.
Okay. I'll do it! Yeah! I'll take care of things here, so you two can come back on your honeymoon.
Hey, Tricky. Way to keep it subtle.
What are you, nuts? We're not yet,
Not yet.
I mean, this isn't a conversation for children.
You said you weren't gonna treat me like a kid anymore.
Then stop acting like one.
You're just mad because you don't want to talk about it.
All right, that's enough, boys.
Okay, you know, at the first I was not very happy to see him because his voice is still terrible. But at the same time, it is good to see him again. Good memories. In a way, I suppose it's only fair that we see him one more time.
Unfortunately, the celebration has to be cut short. Because while everybody was at the Sauria, Cornelia was invaded by the Apirids.
See? This is what happens when you listen to telepathy. She could have chosen to reveal a distress signal coming from Cornelia. But she didn't, because she is a selfish bitch.
Fox then asked the all-knowing Rob what the situation down is on Cornelia, but there are jammers all over the place so nobody can see a thing. Pepper then suggests that you can destroy the jammers from the ground. However, we do not get more information out of him because he is cut off soon after. Fox then decides that the best bet would be to go down to the surface, solo. Again.
What? Going solo again?
I kinda have to agree here. The last time Fox went into something like this unprepared for anything, he got ambushed. Twice, to be specific. You soon pick up a sniper rifle and use it to evaluate the jammers.
Radar jammers. Yes! Keep up the good work, Fox.
I have to say, these jammers are not very smart.
So after sniping some of these jammers, we suddenly get an urgent message.
Fox, I've got enemies on my tail.
I'm on my way! Wait a moment! Oh, no, what? There's no line master, what do I do?
Ah, I'm hit!
This really wouldn't be a problem if you weren't so useless. Do something! I'm trying!
So after aiming, I finally take out the guy's tailing crystal, and all I get is a thank you.
Luigi, stop being so mean to her.
Be quiet, I can do what I want.
And you know, it's very unique seeing Cornelia from this side for a change, and not so much as in the air.
Out for enemies behind you too. Good going, Fox. Just a few more.
Impressive, Fox. I'll have to rethink my opinion of you.
Wait a moment. Then what was your opinion of him in the first place? So after destroying the last radar jammer, Peppy sends us an R-Wing so we could take the fight to the air. But as soon as we get there...
Ah! What the? Oh. Guess I let my guard down.
Yes, you did, Fox. Yes, you did.
You're a pitiful sight, pup.
Wolfen? Wolf! Ah!
Okay, I think you get it. It's a little overdramatic.
You're on my Wolfen, Fox. Don't disappoint me.
Are we going R-Wing riding again? Another Wolfen?
It's the enemy, Fox.
Oh my god.
So once again you get to go wing riding. This time on the Wolfen. It is still good fun, even if it is no different from the last time you did it. Unfortunately, the boss of this level is General Pepper and his flagship, who have been taken by the Apirids. This fight plays a little differently. Instead of having to go into an R-Wing to shoot him, you actually have to fight him while wing riding. But really all you have to do is shoot him until he dies, and that's basically the mission. Pepper's ship starts crashing, and Peppy gets in an auto-wing and does something risky.
General, are you all right?
Is that you, Peppy? What have you done?
Looks like I'll never make retirement now.
Peppy, you're okay in my book.
So the next mission starts off with Beltino telling us that the self-destruct program he is creating can destroy the Apiride Queen. However, the Apirids are targeting the gate that will lead them to the Apiride homeworld, so you need to defend it while the program is getting finished.
Oh, yeah, you could just tell they didn't want to waste all of the character designs they put into this. Yeah, look at all of that. That's a mess.
So then you do some more shooting around the gate, and then you have to shoot down some green missiles. And then a Star Wolf comes out to help you by shooting down more missiles. And then you have to shoot a weird looking pink missile.
Is this the end?
The end of your voice acting career? Maybe. Then all of a sudden this huge missile appears. Now this missile is composed of multiple parts, and each part has one weakness.
Could I just ask you something? Why is it that all of the weak spots are pink?
So before the fleet leaves for the Apiride homeworld, they get a proper send-off.
Attention, fleet of Cornelia. We in command have done all we can. From here on out, we're entrusting everything to you. So please, do your best. But try to come back alive.
That was, without a doubt, probably one of the worst send-offs I have ever heard.
Then they're saying how the Apiride planet happens to be disproportionate, probably due to the glowing back of it.
There are so many colors in this level, it's starting to make my eyes bleed. Not really, you could probably tell.
So the Star Fox team eventually invades the Apiride homeworld. Unfortunately, to get inside the core of the planet to fire the self-destruct program, they need to disable some hatchers.
It seems to me that instead of actually taking a time to make a new objectives, they decided to rush everything off on this level by just making you destroy the hatchers.
So after running around a lot, we finally define the last hatcher and destroy it. And we believe that's the end of the level. Unfortunately, Namco decided it would be a good idea to put even more hatchers into the game. This time underneath the level. As much as I really wanted to like this level, it just seems like it was lazily done. You know what? Forget it. Let's just destroy this last hatcher and get to the last level, please. Unfortunately, the Apirids think ahead and create a shield that makes laser fire absolutely useless. So now nobody can get in. But then the Great Fox comes out, swarming with Apirids, and attempts to destroy the shield. Unfortunately, the shots do nothing. This leaves Peppy with no choice but to ram the ship into the shields. It is really dramatic, and quite sad to be honest. Accepting his fate, Peppy rams the Great Fox into the shields, which temporarily destroys them. The group then has an awkward, sad moment.
Enough! Peppy's opened a road for us. We've got to move on. Without him. So come on. Come on!
Hey, guys, the shield isn't gonna come back. I think you might want to hurry. Well, Peppy, I guess you could say that you went out with a bang. Yeah, I know that was a stupid. I'm not funny.
As they enter the core of the planet, they realize that Star Wolf has been following them. Realizing that the 7 of them are the last hope for the galaxy, they team up and go for the Queen.
Here we are, the final level of the game. Let's hope it stays strong.
Now this level involves a lot of shooting as well as dodging some traps.
Rotating walls? Is that the best you got for me? Oh wait, I take it back.
You will then reach this part where the enemies are unbeatable, so Starwolf decides to lead them away while you fight the Queen.
Bye, Leon. Bye, Panther. Goodbye, Wolf. Hope to never see you again.
The Queen herself is a little weird. She talks in the voices of all the characters that she had absorbed in the past, such as a Pigma, and then with General Pepper, and then as recent as Peppy. However, the one plot twist I didn't expect in this game is the voice of Fox's father. Slippy says that the Queen is using information from all the people that she's absorbed to talk like this.
So would that mean that his dad was? Beforehand? I don't know, it just seems to me like Nintendo made a loophole. A one that's never going to be fixed now.
Nevertheless, the Star Fox team rushes into battle to destroy the Queen. However, they are unavailable to fire the self-destruct program into her because she's wearing a bunch of armor. So the goal of this fight is to blast off the armor. So you shoot off her armor, and what do you find? Go on. Take a guess. Yep. Pink. Weak spot. Love how they don't even try to make her even remotely interesting. I mean, she's the Apirids Queen, but nope, she has a pink weak spot. Mamma mia, this game is so repetitive.
Probability on Star Fox team victory is 0.
Shut up already!
Slippy, you're okay in my book too.
So after you deal enough damage, Fox fires the self-destruct program into the Queen. But as it turns out, it does absolutely nothing, and the Queen instead suppresses it. If the Queen escapes, she'll create an antibody, which makes all of their efforts up to this point useless. So to make sure it works, they charge off into the final battle.
Well, everybody, it's a time. It's a final boss time.
So the fight opens up to some pink weak spots, but it quickly gets a bit better from there.
I'll get close and blast them. Cover me, Fox.
Watch my back, Fox!
Oh great, we're going to have a Crystal take some shots at it.
Finish it! Finish it! Finish it!
Ladies and gentlemen, I have said a lot of things during this episode. But let me just say, what the Crystal did was deal the final blow for the first part. In turn, she has now become useful.
Here I come, you evil space hag!
Calling her a space hag seems a little weak, but he says it with such emotion that I think I can let it go. So all you have to do is shoot the Queen's true form, and that's about it. So then you get a rather touching ending cutscene. And then the credits roll.
That's the end of the Apirids.
So the whole thing was just one big entity. She tried to bypass evolution by stealing souls, but you have to be born with one.
All ships, evacuate at maximum velocity. Let's go!
But wouldn't you know it? Even after the credits are over, Namco threw in a special treat.
Ah!
Slippy, what is it?
What's that?
Hey, could that be... No, it couldn't.
Hey, you're all okay. Whew, that was hairy. I promise I'm really gonna retire after this.
So apparently Fox knew that Peppy was not dead all along and decided to keep it a secret from everybody.
So that's why you're so calm, you sneaky dog.
Right, Slippy, because he obviously looks like a dog. Just look at those pointy ears. Because it's so obvious that those are dog ears. However, despite Slippy's stupidity, the game ends on a really touching cutscene.
Everyone.
Yo!
What's up?
Yes, Fox?
What now? Fox who?
My friends. Thank you.
Whew. That's it. That's it. Well, that was pretty dramatic. So how about you say we evaluate this game and give my review of it? Let's start by looking at the good things before we move on to the bad things. As you can see, the story itself is very, very subtle and simple, but they kept it solid. And it's surprisingly playable and surprisingly enjoyable at the same time. I don't think I need to explain how good that soundtrack was too. And as for the combat, I did like the R-Wing segments. They did a good job with those. Even the landmaster was fun. And the controls on it were very easy to use. And on another note, wing riding is great, great fun. I just wish there was more of it. And now, some of the bad things. As much as I tried to like the game, the foot combat just seemed a little clunky. Granted, the combat in it is actually a lot more fun than it was in Star Fox Adventures. However, due to terrible controls, I sometimes had a hard time actually doing anything. On another note, some of the weapons just don't seem to stand up compared to others. Obviously, you'll have your weapons like the machine gun.
Blasted bugs! Die already!
And the rocket launcher. And the sniper. But then you will realize that there's no point in using any of them half the time because the blaster takes out everything in one charged shot. Another concern I have is that there's not a lot of objectives into the foot combat sections. A lot of them require you shooting down hatchers, and that got old after level 2. Another thing I'd like to point out is that the enemy AI is pretty bad at times. Some of them don't even notice that you're there until you start shooting at them. Now the one thing I'm gonna be keeping off of both of these sides is probably going to have to do with the voice acting. On one hand, you'll have a voice acting like this.
Is it that important? Then I'm gonna be rich! Smell you later!
But then you'll have a voice acting like this.
I must bring an end to our relationship! Die!
So because of the voice acting was so mixed, I'm going to prevent it from being on either of these lists. In conclusion, I am proud to say that Nintendo did a good job with this Star Fox game. Definitely a step up from Star Fox Adventures, which is why I'm going to give Star Fox Assault an 8 out of 10. It is a great game, I had a lot of fun playing it, I'm just a little sad that it's over. So as you all know, in order to keep this channel going, I need to play more games. Well, for everybody who enjoyed this video and wishes to see me do more, I'm going to give you 3 choices. Should I review the first Mass Effect game, Mario Kart Double Dash, or the very popular indie game hit, Dust, in Elysian Tale? Leave a comment deciding which one you want me to review, and I will get right on it. Now, I'm not the one to ask for much, but a like and subscribe would be appreciated. However, you don't have to if you don't want to. I'm not gonna force you, though that would make me a bit upset. So until the next time, I'm Luigi, and this has been a Luigi Review. Now if you'll excuse me,
I'm gonna go work on my golf swing. See ya!